where Elroy went to school. Actually, it's possibly a not very well-known fact that David Cunliffe, who's just become the new leader of the Labour Party here, and I'm not normally a man who delves into politics, but it's of note that he was an old boy of Atlantic College, where Elroy spent his last 2 years of his schooling. And the sort of the byline for that school, probably the joke amongst the kids, because it was an international school, was that it was for future world leaders. And as far as I'm aware, David Cunliffe's the only future world leader that's come out of the school so far. So we're relying on you, Dave. You must have had some cruel nicknames at school, that's all I can say. Any others before I... Oh, good. Okay, well, everyone's happy. No one's got any questions. I'll play another song on the piano. Of course, I haven't really decided what that's going to be yet, but let me think. Requests, instant Twitter request. First one to come through, I'll play. Playing interval music, while people tweet furiously. All right, I'll just play something that's completely... Okay. Man, I won't remember that one. Oh, yeah, maybe I could almost manage Gentle Hum. Okay. Or what? Leighton Rome. Huh? They're all really hard. I can't remember those things. Just because I write the songs doesn't mean I can remember them. God. That one's an easy one, but it's probably also one... Now, I think the challenge of Leighton Rome might be good. This is one of the first songs I ever wrote, and strangely enough, I might be able to remember it better than the other ones that I wrote more recently. I'll try anyway. Tired eyes, remember the spotlights. Tired eyes, remember those late nights with ladies on my arm, nights of passion. Is it too long ago when you could hear them say, Serge, he's a dancer, knows each dramatic pose, rolls the ladies they fall over, his future's in his toes. but know me now. You lovers once cherished and gone, but I've slept late in Rome before, and my story many times been sung. Sergi, he's a dancer, knows each dramatic pose. Ross the ladies, they fall over. This future's in his toe. Sure.
How many tracks will be mastered and how do you expect it will comprise? How do you expect it will comprise the new album?
How many what?
How many tracks will be mastered and how many do you expect will comprise the new album?
Well, there's lots mastered. There's probably about 12 on the album. Ones drop off daily and get added back on daily. It's very hard to let any of them go. It's like consigning them to the, consigning them to some secondary status to leave them off. So it's tricky. But, it's all for the betterment of the record. You've got to keep it short, I think, relatively short.
Nick has said
Yeah.
West Glamorgan in Wales. No, they as well.
They're at Glamorgan. Are they at the college?
Oh no, this guy, Nick Baker.
Oh, he's not a future world leader, though. Obviously not. Nick Baker, not a future world leader. But and somebody who from the Netherlands? Nicolette from the Netherlands. Yeah, let's just say a few howdies, because I hardly ever respond to you on Twitter, so I may as well now. Somebody just turned 21. Paige turned 21. There you go, Paige. I haven't written any songs with Liam for this album, but he is all over it, playing his amazing guitar playing. And, he's currently finishing his record up at... I shouldn't tell you what he's doing. Let's keep his mystery.
From Danielle. Hi Neil, I'm wondering if you and Paul Kelly will release an album together after the success of your tour last week.
Danielle is asking if I'll release an album with Paul Kelly. There is a DVD of the Sydney Opera House coming out quite soon. It probably hasn't been announced. Has it been announced? So am I making the announcement now?
I think it's been announced.
Oh, it's been announced. Okay, good. And we've worked really hard to make it really flash. It's a fantastic record of that show, and it's mixed by Bob Clemmer, and it sounds amazing, and it's a really good, full-on, comprehensive surround sound experience. So we're pretty happy about that. But yeah, I'm sure we'll do things together, me and Paul, because it was a good, fruitful relationship. We found we're quite complementary in a lot of ways, because he's... I'm really pedantic about getting all the sound mixing things right, and he's really pedantic about getting the artwork right, I've just discovered, and the words and, proofreading and things. I've kind of just about given up on all that shit now. So, but he's there. He's covering me. He's got my back. What do you got, Mike? What's... Why did I choose Dave Fridman? Well, we've communicated for quite a few years. Originally, I was planning to do a side project with Mercury Rev after we toured together. They were going to come out here and Dave was going to come out with them, and it just didn't turn out to work out for some reason or another, but we kept in touch. He came to see me play with Crowded House in Buffalo with his family, and I just like his kind of skewed aesthetic and psychedelic sort of leanings, but he loves pop music as well, so it's a good combination. And he's a great engineer, old school, lovely human being, kind of rocket scientist type. Hasn't really taken any serious drugs in his life, as far as I'm aware, but sounds like he has, which is good. Only people's expectations. They're always hard to predict. There's people in camps, and it's a thing to be grateful for, because when people feel passionately about your music, they have very strong ideas about what you should be doing. certain things find favour and certain things don't. There's people, and it was interesting reading the Neil Young biography, Shaky, where they go into some detail about, he's got very extreme camps, people that want him to do Harvest Moon over and over again, and there's people who want him to do Ragged Glory over and over again, and some in the middle, but quite, to some extent, same with me, I think. People that swear the Finn Brothers stuff's the best stuff I ever do. There's people that swear the solo stuff's the best. There's people that just Crowded House and nothing else. People that only like split ends. I have made a rod. I've made a, what's the word? Something for your back?
A rod.
A rod for your back. What's a rod for your back, for God's sake?
Well, that can be
I smacked myself with it. By having so many entities, I think, maybe. Because I should have just released everything under the same name, because it's all part of a continuum. I put just as much work into every record I make. Some would say slightly obsessive, but you've got to hunker down and fight for every little bit of advantage you can, especially as the years roll on. It'd be easy just to sink into familiar territory, and it's harder to chip away and find those new veins. So that's what I'm doing. For better or for worse, things take a little longer than people would like, but I hope it's worth it. And if it's not, hang about for the next one. It will be. How long we've been on air?
half an hour.
Half an hour. That's probably pretty good practice time, isn't it? I'm sure we could do more, but maybe we should save ourselves. We've got things working pretty well. Piano works. Mike's work. Should we do a checklist? A little quick check. Jordan, Jason, can we just show our technical team here? And as I go around, piano's working? Yes.
Yes.
Vocal mics are both working?
Yep.
Guitar's working?
Yep.
Drums, are they? We haven't checked the drums, so maybe...
There's no real
Don't know
drums.
yet.
Yeah.
No drums.
Don't know? Oh, that's an interesting... I'm going to try them out. Can I?
Yeah.
I might need to move the dogs.
rain.
Though.
The rain. Come
I
on.
might play you out, actually.
Come on.
We might... Because I know that most people are just hanging about waiting for me to play the drums.
Yes, come.
Oh,
Oh, you're going to move?
yeah.
Yeah.
Dedicate this next song to Miller, who was with us until not that long ago, and she used to sing really well whenever I played the drums. She had an amazing voice. I'm sure it's on a tape somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. But unfortunately, she's no longer with us. So, do you think dogs will freak out?
No.
Oh, okay.
We'll see.
All right. So as I lay down this beat, we'll kind of find a nice way of dissolving out of this, and I'll bid you farewell, and we'll meet again very soon, because we're going to do this, or we'll get it worked up a little bit more. We'll have a few guests possibly next time. We might have a bit of some juggling, some side acts. We might bring in some of the people from New Zealand's Got Talent. There's some pretty hot acts copying up, some cheerleaders perhaps, string players, who knows, some more dogs, some budgerigars, who knows what you might find over at Neil's. I was thinking I might call this little series Wherever You Are. Seems appropriate for the internet. I've got to put the snare on.